Okay, so we are good to go. So where we last left off was we installed our first WordPress. And now we're going to do the multi-site. I just want to make sure that this path is correct where the recording is being saved. Okay, well, I guess it's going to go there for now. Okay, so for example, password is saved, so I just log in. Oh, no, it's not saved. So it is so this is just to like double check to make sure. Yep, we're there. So we can go into the details of setting that up later, but the whole point is to get through the XAMPP multi-site. Now, in the cPanel, in the Softoculus, I'll explain something else. But what we're going to do is just log out right now. And we're going to minimize. And we're going to turn on our XAMPP server. Oh, it's still running. My bad, it's still running. Okay. So, remember where our XAMPP folder is? Okay, so there is our WordPress folder. Here is our XAMPP folder. I could just minimize that. Okay. So here is the one WordPress installation, all of these files here. So what we need to do now is we need to replicate that same process. So we're going to make a new subfolder within, just so we can backtrack, we're on the same page. We go to the drive where XAMPP is installed. There it is, because I made that bitmap image so it stands out. So we go into XAMPP, htdocs, and then you make a new subfolder. And I'm going to call it WP dash, I'm sorry, WP 02 dash, I'm going to make this one, I'll just call this TikTok TikTok, and I'll know what that is. Why am I having problems with the lowercase? Okay. Tick, no. TikTok. Good Lord. Okay, so it's just TikTok. So that's the subfolder. Okay. And you don't have to make an icon for it. You don't have to customize it. So all you do is open it. You do the same thing that we did before. This is the WordPress installation. You can do Control A, Command A, right click, copy, and then we come in here and we just hit paste. And when you are doing multi-sites, you want to have at least 1 or 2 terabytes on a drive that are empty if you're going to be doing multi-sites and if you plan to do long-term. And it's good to have as much space as possible because it starts to add up, especially when you install all your plugins and things of that nature and you start building your pages. Like an average site, maybe 2, 3, 4 pages that's functioning will run you about anywhere from 250 megabytes up to maybe 1.5 gigabytes, maybe 3 times that depending on the site. So there we go. Okay. So now what we do is we go to our cPanel of the XAMPP folder. Just going to minimize that down. And we're going to go into the phpMyAdmin via MySQL. Okay. So the first one was WP01 likey. But what I need to do is I'm going to go back into my subfolder that I created in the htdocs to make sure that I type the right name for the database. So what I'll do is I'll go to rename, copy and paste, copy, right? Bring back my PHP admin. Now I'm getting this red error. It's saying the PHP configuration storage is not completely configured. Some extended features have been deactivated. Find out why. Or alternately go to the operations tab of any database to set it up there. Okay. So let's go. I'm pretty sure it has to do with me copying the Apache. I'm not sorry, not the Apache, the MySQL data file and overwriting it from the old XAMPP installation to the new. So let's just say, before I do anything else, let's just see what happens if I click on this cloud, okay, and then hit operations. Configuration has been deactivated. Find out why. Maybe I should just remove the database. General relation features disabled. Configuration of PMA database not okay. Create the current database. Oh boy. Zero configuration can be particularly useful in shared hosting situations. Zero mode is on by default. Disable set to false. So please look at your SQL directory where you should find a file called creatives. If you are using a Windows server, pay attention to I'm running my. No, I'm not. Well, I'm going to ignore that because what I can do, I don't really need this. I can delete it, probably, but I'm not going to do that right now. We'll worry about that later. What we need to do is make sure that I create the new database for the second one correctly. So I click New, database name, right click, paste. There it is. That's the second one, okay? And hit create. There we go, no errors. So if you look here where my little mouse is pointing, we got WordPress installation 1. Now we got WordPress installation 2. So always you close out of the phpMyAdmin localhost once you've done that. Then we have to go back into our htdocs folder for, not this one, I'm sorry, that's the WordPress folder. We have to come into this folder right here, the WP02 TikTok, and open it. Find the WP config sample PHP file, and remember we have to edit it down. So we just hit edit, text editor, notepad, whatever you want to do. So once again, the username, I'm sorry, we're going to be just editing these 3 fields, right? So this database name is, and it's always between the single quotes. So I'm just going to right click and paste. There it is. Username, root. Whoa! What? Why? Whoa. Oh, no. Okay, that was weird. Username is root and password is blank. Now, there is a way to secure and delete 3 or 4 extra user profiles in the My PHP admin, but I'll save that for a different video. Okay, so we got the name, the user password, and all you do is hit save, close out, rename the WP config sample to just WP config.php. Now, the only difference is when you open the browser this time around, you're going to have to do the path. So it's going to be localhost. I hope I do this right, if I remember correctly. So we go localhost /, paste. Ta-da! How do you like me now? We are doing it, and doing it well. Doing it, and doing it well. So, there you go. Here's your second WordPress install. So, it works. And you just do that same process, however much space you have, however many sites you're doing. That's completely up to you. You have that beautiful thing called freedom. So I'm going to name the site, the actual website that it will be for this future project. Oh, not likey, my bad. It's tiktok.io. Oh no. Oh no. I forget the name. I gotta make sure I have it right. Hold on one second. I gotta log into my Windows 11. I mean, it's nice, but it's not as great as I thought it was going to be. Because now it's like they fucking just mimicked Mac. They just mimicked the Mac dock. So it's in the middle. So the start window's in the middle. You could probably readjust it, but it's kind of funny how they're kind of emulating Mac-esque, Mac-ish stylizing, if you know what I'm saying. So this site is called TikTok.in. Net. I think that the IN is supposed to be lowercase. Oh boy. I think it all is supposed to be lowercase. But for now, it's not the end of the world. Just as long as I have it spelled correctly. Username is root. Password is not Charlie X. Oops. Hide. Just want to double check if that's correct. Okay. And then I always use the same email that I never check. And then I think I'll discourage the search engine just for this time around, just to see what the difference. Because I've done it both ways, and it really I don't really think it makes a difference because if you're not using an SSL, um, oh, I have to clear my old database tables. Okay, so that has to do with that one thing, and that's okay. So what we do, that's why we got the error. So how to fix that? We're gonna try. I don't can't guarantee I'll be able to do it. Is we're going to go back into PHPMyAdmin. We're going to go into Deluxe Cloud. And I don't even know why it's named that because that is completely on a completely different hosting company. And that site's already been propagated. It's a long story, anyways. So to do that, you open that up, click on it, and then I guess Control A. Whoa, no, 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 no. Check all the tables. And we want to delete drop. Close out. Come back to the browser. See if this will work. So, root. Please work. Otherwise, we'll just do it again. Why does it have a sample page already? Why can't I log in? Site's not configured correctly. Okay. So, now I never said I was an expert at this. Never said that. So I'm going to go back into the PHP My Admin, and I bet you it has to do with the fact that don't have a secure users. I figured to some extent I'm going to activate to find out why. Tab, Operations tab of any database. How would I don't even know how to do that. I know why, because I'm using PHP 8. I'm using XAMPP version with PHP 8. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This is all a learning experience. We are going to click on this TikTok. We're going to check all, and we're going to drop the database. Okay. Maybe because that is clicked. I don't want to copy the database. Okay, that one seems to be working fine. Let me look at the privileges. What? User host. I knew it has to do with because I'm not on a secure server and I did not delete some users like I usually do. So how do you fix that? It's because of PHP. I'm using the wrong version. I don't know how to edit that correctly. Lock tables privilege. Oh, God. Crazy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Let's go to. Let's go. Let's go to recent. Let's go to. What is going on here? So what I'm going to do is stop. Stop. Going to start. Start. Going to check something. PHP, my admin flag safe mode is off. Forbidden. Huh. Let's go to browser again. I log in right here. Oh boy. Okay, so this one is logging in just fine. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm not able to access the users, which is really strange. So this site is fine. So we can log out of there. So I go to localhost slash WPO2 TikTok. Oh, well, it's asking me to install it again, but when I did it the last time, it gave me that error. So what's up with that? Let's check it out. Maybe I'll just, no, I have to call it the same name. It's just going to be root. I have a feeling I might be getting the same error. Are you kidding me? We had success? So, then what that means is that even though I had copied the old data file for the SQL database and overwrit it into the new one from the old XAMPP installation, that's a whole other thing that I didn't show on the video. It was able to pull up my htdocs database, but for some reason, most likely because it was a different version of PHP, that was conflicting, so the permissions were funky dunky. Okay, so let's log in and see if it works, please. Please, please, please. Because I want to get to the good stuff. This is just the work. And technically this should work because we had successful install, my beautiful friends. Okay, we're in good shape. So I just do this, minimize. But some of these fields are actually handy if you take the time to read them. Like I was able to make a really good header based on an appearance theme, just following the steps, and it actually worked. Because I have a trouble, I don't know, I just can't get the header and footers down, even though there's plenty of plugins to make a proper header and footer, but I do the weird graphics, so I don't know. Anyways, it's there. Let's look at the plugins. Let's delete this. So we got 2 installs done. So you understand the process. If you follow the video step by step, you can do multiple sites. Now there is also something else within the Softoculous installer of WordPress where you can install a multi-site, but that will be in another video. So if you followed the last video and this one, you will be able to accomplish this exact same thing. What you see, you will have, now we have 2 sites, and you just repeat the process again and again. And then what I would like to do is a different tutorial on some other aspects of how to secure the localhost root user, delete the other users that you don't need, because if you're the only person using the computer, you don't need any other users besides the one main root. And then there's also a way that you can install your own SSL, but it's a little bit more complicated, command line, syntax, commands, and whatnot. Okay, so we've done all that. So now comes the fun part. I'll just start with the site. But I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to actually, because I'm recording. So we will. Oh, I didn't even record that. No. I guess we will not be stopped recording, so I just lost the whole second half of my video tutorial. Okay. All right. Yada 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 yada. Let's just get on with it. Okay. So I'm going to pause the stream, get all my ducks in a row because I have my plugins on a different device. So I'm going to have to transfer them over here and then I'll be back. Love you.